Alrighty, yep. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys getting all that stuff out here for me. Well, welcome back in, everybody. It is Cole Farms, and as you guys can see, we are on Ray County again. This is going to be like a little Grandpa's type of farm series, a little roleplay series, with a couple of other people. You guys will recognize them from Kruger. Where we got myself, Poppings, AF, Midwest will be supposed to be in here sometime, and all that stuff. But yeah, we're up here at the dealership, and we just inherited our grandfather's farm. Well, I did anyways. I don't know about these other guys and all that stuff, but for roleplay aspects, I inherited the farm up there, and we got to get up there, and I went ahead and bought the, whatever this is, the Mantil telehandler with the pallet forks, and I went ahead and picked us up a Kubota SBL 97-2 with the Bradco bucket on the front of it. But if you guys do like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell where you guys don't miss a future video. On top of that, we got the Ford F-350 King Ranch, well, with the ranch hand front bumper on it, and then we also got a PJ Gooseneck trailer. I think this is the shortest one that we can have. And then we also got it's a dually, got the back rack on here, and we even got my favorite part, about this truck is the mirrors fold out, and on top of that, we have strobes. So that is the biggest win for me, is that we have strobes. But let's just go and look in the interior real quick. Oh yes, this is a nice truck. Very light. I like the leather, the King Ranch edition. We got the strobes in the window. We got the strobe up on top. We even got the strobes on the front. But let me go ahead and get up here, guys. And well, actually, we'll go ahead and just drive up here. And I know, according to the lease that I got, well, the deed to the farm is I own quite a bit of property. I own 2 big fields, which Grandpa cut into smaller fields. Then I own a couple of other littler fields on the side of that. And I think his operation was mostly hay up here, like alfalfa hay and grass hay, but I'm not sure about everything else that he had going on up here. But this is version 3.0 of this map. That's why it looks a little bit different compared to my series from 2.0. But yeah, our grandpa's farm is right up there in front of us. It's the main northern farm with the harvester silo and all that stuff. But let me get up here and we'll get checking out this farm, and we'll see what we can't get ourselves into. Alrighty, so we are pulling up to the farm here. It's right here off to the right where this little mailbox is, but I'm just going to turn in here, make sure nobody hits us. I haven't seen very much traffic out here lately, but what? Who's on my property?
Who is this?
I don't recognize this truck, but they're parked
up in the driveway.
They're parked all in my yard, and they do got a nice Kubota. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, this guy's got an F-352. Who are these two?
Who is this?
Who are these two yahoos? Let me just pull around here because I think I got lost.
What is all this stuff?
Pop, you know anything about this?
I have not a clue.
But yeah, let's get out here and let's go talk to these fellas and see what they're doing up here, because it looks like they're as confused as I am. So let me just... Watch out, boys. I don't want to roll you guys over, even though I don't know who you are. Put this in park. Get out here. Oh, boy, that was a long drive. So,
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, my grandfather owned this farm, and I got the deed right here stating that I own it. So...
Wait.
No, my grandfather owned it.
Farm.
Your guys' grandfather owned the farm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just pull this out here. Let me just put this up on my hood real quick.
I've got all the paperwork. It's in the house here. I got all the paperwork.
Because my grandfather's name was Evan Rogers.
That's my grandfather's name.
What?
Wait a minute.
Mine?
Wait.
Are we cousins?
What's your name?
Mine? My name's Cole.
I think I may have heard of this guy, like, long time ago.
I heard about him a little bit.
Wait, hold on. Wait, boys. Let me read the fine print here. Okay, so you, Cole, will receive 25. Well, boys, it looks like we got a 25% share each, according to the deed, and it looks like my own brother even got a part of this farm too. And
well, where's he at?
I don't know. Apparently he didn't. Apparently he hasn't looked in his mailbox yet. But why didn't they tell us about this? Like they just handed me a deed, and they just said, oh, by the way, here you go. Your grandfather passed away that lived in Ray County, and you inherited his farm, and if you want it, you can go up there and grab it. So, I mean...
I'm not real sure what that ordeal was there.
I mean, I can tell you now, Grandpa was very, very rich, so he left us a lot of money, $270 million.
Yeah. I mean, we're working the family farm all this time.
So, I mean, I guess if you boys want to, I guess we can just keep it in the family, and we all can just run on it and work it together.
I guess what we're looking at, I guess we'll just sort of hit the ground running here. What we're working on today is I think we're going to cut some alfalfa, and then I think we're going to spread a little bit of lime. I don't know exactly what you want to do. I mean, I seen you brought some new machines to the farm here.
Yeah. I got this this telehandler here with the forks on it, and then I also got this Kubota 97-2, with a little bucket, because I didn't know what all Grandpa had up here.
Yeah, I mean I think these will be pretty useful. I'm not
Oh yeah.
sure. I'm sure AF can give you some more instructions. He sort of keeps up with the finances and the books around here, and I just sort of help out. And well, I do some of the dirty work, so that's sort of my position here. He keeps up with a lot more of the finance side of
Oh, so
things.
so he so so he's the type of person that likes to keep his hands clean and makes everybody else be his gophers.
Yeah, yeah. He
No.
Okay,
all
okay.
that stuff. He keeps up with all the finance stuff, and then I do all the dirty work. That's kind of how it works.
All right. Well, I mean, either way, boys. I mean, I guess let's just get this ball rolling. So you said we're cutting alfalfa today?
Yeah, we're about to go buy a mower. I'm about to hop in the New Holland in here and go pick up another mower. We have one sitting down there if somebody wants to run it, and then I'm gonna run to town with the New Holland here and go pick up another one so we can both be cutting.
Sounds good. Sounds
Then I'll
good.
probably get the rake rolling now too, since we've got 3 people.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that'll work.
Well, all right, boys. Well, I guess we got a game plan. Let me just park my truck out of the way, and I'll just leave the stuff on the trailer for now, and then we can sort that out later.
All right, sounds good. I guess that's kind of what we're gonna do here. All right, well I'm gonna run into town with the New Holland, get it unhooked here, and I guess I'm gonna run into town and go ahead and pick up that mower.
Alrighty, sounds
All
good.
right.
Alright, guys. Well, I did not expect that. I guess our cousins, AF and I believe he said his name was Poppings. They apparently inherited Grandpa's farm as well, along with myself and Midwest. So I don't know where I'm gonna park this stuff at. I guess I'll just park it like right here for now, I suppose. Sort of out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. Let me go and turn these strobes off real quick to where we don't run our battery down. Popping said he was going into town to grab another mower. AF said he was going to grab the rake. So I guess what I'll do is I'll jump in the other tractor over here with this mower in it. And I'll throw you guys on a bit of a time lapse. And we'll get some of this alfalfa cut because I don't know how many fields we have. But it looks like one of the guys have already started. What do we got here? 4440 hooked up to the Vermeer mower. Okay, single wheels in the rear. And I imagine I'm going to have to do this all by hand because I don't think Grandpa had GPS on his tractors. So let me just go ahead and get in here and get you guys put onto a time lapse, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so as you see, we just got the first field done alfalfa. Came over here on field 20, started helping Poppings with that. I haven't let him know that I'm leaving there yet because we do got one more field. It looks like field 12 down here that we got to also get cut. And I know AF is up there raking that first field, and with 2 mowers going, we're getting this stuff knocked out pretty fast. Let me get a hold of these guys and just let them know that I'm going down here. Hey boys, you guys got me? You guys got your ears on?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well,
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Well, Poppings, I went ahead and came out of that field right there. I'm gonna go run down to field 12 up here at the furthest back part of the property. I'm gonna go and start getting this alfalfa cut on this field. To where by the time you get down here, I'll have probably almost the majority of it done or a little bit of it done, and we can go and get this knocked out to where AF can just keep rolling with getting all the alfalfa put up in the windrows.
Alright, that sounds good. That's probably the most efficient way to do it anyway.
Oh yeah, and then I believe from what it was looking like, this is our last alfalfa field. I know Grandpa had a little, if you guys look at like your little PDA or whatever, behind the farm, you see where the first field of alfalfa that we cut, where that point is? Back in them trees, I don't know if you guys remember from when we were kids, but Grandpa actually planted a little alfalfa food plot back there to do some deer hunting out of. So I think I'm going to try to go do some deer hunting because I know there's still that big 10-point buck running around Missouri that nobody's killed around here yet. So I think come around like November, like end of October, beginning of November, I'm going to do me a little bit of deer hunting. Hopefully I can get that buck in my scope and I can get us some venison on the table.
Oh, that sounds good right there.
Oh yeah, but first of all, boys, we got to get all this farming done because we got to get bills paid. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not making any speculations, but I don't see how he got $270 million in his account. He probably embezzled some of it. So, I mean, I hope we don't got like the IRS coming after us or whatever, but I guess
Hopefully not.
I guess all we can do is just hope and pray and we'll just find out.
Yep.
But alright, fellas, I'll talk to you guys when we get back to the farm or whatever.
Alright, talk to you later.
Alright. Alrighty, so just let them boys know that I was coming down here to this field, and I've only cut alfalfa one other on here, and I really enjoy it. You know, it's fun. Let me just go into end cab here to where I can see a little bit better. I've only cut alfalfa with the Macdon mower, and I've never really done it with a Vermeer mower, but now I've cut a lot of grass with the Vermeer mower. It honestly does pretty well, but yeah, with 2 people rocking and rolling cutting alfalfa, we got AF. He's rocking and rolling on the rake. I might try to get some more of this done before Poppings get down here, and then when he gets down here, I might go see if we have a baler and go and start baling some of this up to where we can get some of that on here, and just where we can keep the train rolling, because like I said, like I told them guys, I don't know if Grandpa, you know, earned all this money legitly or if he, you know, kind of took it from somebody or how he got it, or I don't know. Like, I don't know what kind of business Grandpa was in other than the farming business or even the cattle business. But I'm gonna try to talk these boys into getting us some cattle, maybe some beef cattle, you know, to where we can go and get some steaks off them guys and make some good tender steaks, man, because that sounds pretty good. But let me get in here and I'm gonna finish getting some more of this hay cut. I think Popping just went ahead and pulled up behind us, and with this it shouldn't take us too long to get done. But if we start baling, I'll see you guys when we start baling some of this alfalfa hay up. Alrighty, so we've had a little bit of trouble with some balers here. We got us a new baler here, and it looks like AF is done actually windrowing this field and the one up by the farm. I was going to start with the one by the farm, but I didn't. I totally spaced off. Forgot that we even had that field up there. I know Poppings drove by earlier, and he's done with he's done with the rest of the mowing. I'm pretty sure he's probably about to go start liming some other field and get all that done. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress. We're getting a lot of work done here on the farm. Just going to get some baling knocked out, get all this alfalfa cut. I hope the boys want to do a little bit of row cropping on this farm, because I mean, I don't mind doing hay work. Hay work's nice. I want to be able to, you know, get in a harvester, and it looks like Grandpa had a harvester and everything like that, so that's gonna work out perfect. Let me just get out of the trees, and it looks like one of the boys just got in their truck and was checking to see how I'm doing over here, and they're about to leave, so I don't know what they plan on doing, but holy cow, them some big bales, boys. Them are 180 centimeter bales right there. That is crazy. But let's get back in here. We got 2 bales down. We got a lot more to go. We got some alfalfa hay windrows here that we're we're picking up. Doing this in the 4440, and I know Grandpa planted a little alfalfa thing back there behind the farm that I was telling the boys, but also, guys, we got us another tree stand right here. Maybe I can convince the boys to make this into another food plot right here. Oh, that'd be nice. This would be a nice little field to hunt, you know, to where I can get that 10-point buck and try to get him mounted on the wall, you know, in the house. Actually, I don't even know if I'm allowed to stay in this house right now or not, because, well, I thought I was the only one here on this farm until I found, you know, my other cousins here, and these guys need to get out of the way to where I can get this baling done, because if not, I'm going to be here forever, and I don't want to be here forever. You know, I want to go in and get in and eat some nice warm food, you know, maybe some steaks. I brought me a couple of porterhouses and a couple of New York strips. They're back in the truck in the cooler inside. So, I mean, knock back a few brewskis, you know, maybe sit around a bonfire or something like that. Hang out with the cousins, hang out with the family, and, you know, just eat some steaks, drink some brewskis, you know, tell some old childhood stories, and just see what they've been up to lately, and see how they came around for all of us to acquiring this farm together, and how they managed to get part of it as well, because I might try to buy them out, because I don't know if I want to really work with everybody. I mean, if not, I mean, I imagine we can make it work, but it comes to that point to where one person, you know, thinks they're Mr. Big Shot, and they want to, you know, just do everything themselves, and they want to tell everybody what to do. And if we're going to run this as like a little family farm, then ain't no person going to be in charge. We're all going to make decisions together. I'm not going to make decisions by myself. I'm sure in the heck not going to let the other guys make decisions themselves, because then that just leaves everybody else out of the picture, and then that causes for drama. It causes people to argue. If we're going to run this, it's going to be a 50-50 split between me, AF, Poppings, and when Midwest gets on here with his beast, he's supposed to be joining us. But yeah, like we're gonna have to set some ground rules here. And I should have bought me a camper before I came down here, but I didn't. Like, that would have been nice. And of course, it would stop right in the middle of this windrow. Hopefully it'll kick it out far enough to where I don't have to, like, push it out of the way with this tractor. But I will catch back up with you guys here in a little bit, you know, when we get some more of this baling done, because I don't know, like, all the baling that we got to get done. I don't know if we want to do it all today or if we want to wait for it, but I know I almost got this field baled up and it's looking good. We've gotten quite a few bales so far. Let me just check the bale counter here. We've gotten in total 4 bales. But yeah, let me just get back in here and talk to these guys, and I'll see what the agenda is for the rest of the day today.
I think it's still got this field back here behind the barn too.
You boys over there yapping your mouths about me?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm like almost done with this field, man. This freaking seat's hurting my butt. This 4440 don't have very good suspension on it.
You'll be all right. Go to the local CVS and get you one of them cushions. All right, it'll really help out.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I might just buy me a new tractor on here, you know, and use that as my baling setup. Who knows though? But
I mean, if you got deep pockets, that's fine with me.
I mean, I do got deep pockets, but I'm not gonna let you guys know how deep my pockets are, just in case, you know, I want to just get up and leave one night. You know, I don't have to say nothing.
Oh, I see how it is.
Nah, I'm joking. But no, I'm about like half. I'd say I'm probably almost a quarter of the way done, maybe halfway done with this field over here, and then I'm gonna jump up to the farm and start baling that one up, and then probably call it a day. I've made about, in total, plus the little bale with that other baler that was messing up on us, I made about 14 bales already. So I mean,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some pretty good feed coming out of these fields for the cattle whenever we decide to get those.
I think I'm just going to run the spreader back up to the co-op that we've rented, and I'm probably going to call it a day. I think we've got pretty much everything done.
I'd say tomorrow, you know, when we all, you know, decide to come out here and start doing all this, I think we might as well go ahead and keep the spreader leased, because I know we're going to have to spread some lime and fertilizer on these alfalfa fields if we want to get a better yield off of them for our next cut.
That'd be the simplest thing.
Yeah, so I mean, we can probably just get a hold of the co-op and see how much it is for us just to keep it for another day or two, and then just go and transfer the money over to them to where we can go and keep it at the farm. And we might need to get some solid fertilizer and some more lime, unless they have that all up there at the co-op, and we can just go up there and fill it up. But I don't feel like driving back and forth. I'd rather just have it on the back of my gooseneck, to where one of us, whoever decides to do it all, we can just pull up to the gooseneck and we can just load it into the spreader and just go from there.
Yeah, that'll probably work the best there, I'd say.
Alrighty, well, if one of you fellas want to go and call the if one of you fellas want to go and call the co-op and let them know that we're probably going to keep it for another day or two, just find out how much it is, and we'll at least do, yeah, at least 3 fields, because we're definitely going to need it.
Alright, I think I'll just leave that up to AF. I know he's really good on the finance side of things, so I'll just let him deal with that.
Alrighty, fellas. Well, I'm going to hop off the CB here. I gotta make another phone call real quick, and then I got my camera rolling. You know, I figured I'd go and try this thing out. You know, this thing called YouTube. I guess, you know, like you
Oh yeah, I've heard about it.
Apparently these kids like to play, and like grown adults like to play this game called Farming Simulator. So I was like, well, instead of doing Farming Simulator, why don't I just do actual farm content, and maybe we'll go somewhere with it, and we won't have to worry about farming anymore. We can just hire people, and we can just go on vacation and leave them to run the farm, and we can go sit on a beach drinking a couple of brewskis and grilling some wild fish or something.
I mean, that sounds good, but I think you're dreaming kind of big there.
Nah, hey, at least I'm dreaming.
Go big or go home, I guess.
Yeah, at least I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta keep Grandpa's legacy alive.
I mean,
yeah, true.
I didn't say that we wouldn't come back. I just said, you know, we'd hire other people and they could run the farm. You know, we could go take a vacation for a couple of weeks, and then we could come back and continue doing it. Never said we were getting rid of the farm.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I'll see you guys when I get back up there to the farm. Like I said, I'm about done with this field. So, alrighty. Alrighty, well, I don't know what that was, but it sounded like a gunshot. I think it was just from when I muted everything from them guys. But, yeah, let me get this field finished up right here. And this baling's actually taken quite a bit of time. Done just this field and the other little field, which is field 20. I got to get up there and do the one up by the farm. I'll probably go and do that one off camera. But let me get this done, and I'll get up there to them guys. And we'll probably end the video there and just see what else this brings us on Grandpa's farm. Alright, so we just got that other field done. We made probably about 17 bales, well 18 if you count the little inky-dinky one up here in this field. But I know I heard, as you guys heard earlier, you know, AF and Poppings, you know, over there talking and running their mouth about me and everything like that. You know, Poppings, it sounded like he was like, oh, did Cole just now get started on baling? Buddy, I've been baling for a while. You focus on what you need to do on this part of the farm, and I'll focus on my part of this farm. But I'm not going to dog him too much because we all just got reunited. I haven't seen these guys in like 20 years. They're a little bit younger than me. Actually, quite a bit younger than me. But it's pretty cool, you know, that the family got reunited thanks to Grandpa, you know, leaving all of us part of his inheritance on this farm. But it looks like these boys are actually waiting on me. Whoa! Okay. Yo, boys, where'd this big green machine come from that is just parked up right here with this big lime box on the back?
Hey,
The
that's
co-op.
why I was using the spread line from the co-op.
And that thing is nice.
Yeah, I'll say.
Why don't we just buy it? Why don't we just buy
That's
this
a little
thing?
pricey.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but we got $270 million. But I mean, maybe we can eventually buy one of these things. But
Maybe we'll eventually get up to it.
eventually. But no, I just got this one last field over here to do around the farm over here, the first one that we cut, and then after that, all the baling will be done, boys. So I mean,
Alright.
I think we done pretty good, you know, for all of us first getting back together. I say we go into this house. I got some brewskis in the back of the truck. I got a couple of ribeye steaks and all that stuff in my truck. We can go fire up the grill and start a little fire behind the house, you know, and do some barbecue. You know, just talk about everything that we haven't done in a while and get up a game plan for tomorrow.
That sounds good to me.
Alrighty, well,
Sounds like a plan.
yep, let me go ahead and go put this baler and stuff up, and I'll go grab that stuff out of my truck, and we'll get the grill fired up in the fire pit going, and we'll just sit back, eat, and just tell some old childhood stories. Maybe we can reminisce on how we all used to come out here, or one at a time come out here with Grandpa and do some of the work with him.
Oh, yeah.
But another thing, boys, we got both them cattle pens there. I say we go and we get our cattle going soon, especially, are we wanting to do beef or dairy?
I'm thinking beef.
Oh, beef.
Yeah,
Oh,
beef.
yeah, because then we can slaughter our own cows and get our own steaks. No more buying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll be living like kings then. But I say we try to get those going here soon, to where we go and start getting them all fattened up and get them ready for auction, and try to keep a couple of them back, you know, to where we can butcher our own, to where we're not waiting
yeah.
until, you know, like 2 years into this thing and still not have any cattle.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Alrighty, sounds good, boys. But yeah, let me go put this stuff up, and I'll see you guys here behind the house. AF,
Alright.
get the grill fired up.
All right.
Alrighty. Alright, so it looks like everything's going to work out. I'm not going to leave these guys hanging, but I know the baler was in this little shed back behind us. I think I'm actually just going to go and park it over here behind this other little building because we're going to need it, because I got to bale this other field up tomorrow morning, and I'm not going to pull it out. So I mean, we'll just leave it parked over here and down this little dirt path to go into this field to where I can go and get this baling done. But if you guys would like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell for every time that I upload a video and you do not miss it. That being said, everybody, this is Cole Farms. I appreciate you all for the love and support that you're showing me, my family, and the channel, and all my content partners. Be sure to go check out everybody with the Farm Hub team. That being said, everybody, I'll see you guys on the next one.